All right, everyone, time for the free trade of the week Monday. So again, what we do every Monday on this channel is give one of the trades that has triggered that Monday that we give out to all of the Stats Edge Pro members. So at the end of every week, I run all of my systems. We have 3 swing trading systems, we have 3 investment systems, and then we have 4, almost soon to be 6 day trading systems. And the end of every week, we get all of the price levels and all the stocks that we're looking for from the swing trading system. So on Monday, if one of those is triggered, I bring that to you guys. And today we are going to look here on WEBL. So WEBL was a very interesting one. So right up here, this is just what the Discord alert bot did. Again, on the weekend, all Stats Edge Pro members get access to all of the algorithmic picks from there. However, sometimes there can be a lot. Sometimes people don't want to, set the alerts themselves or whatever. So we also have a Discord alert bot that will send a message that looks just like this when it is triggered. So it gives the entry price, the exit price, what we're looking for a potential stop loss, and then the exit rules. They can click on that link and they can learn more about the individual exit rules there as well. So that's what comes up there. So the whole trade's kind of wrapped up, and all you have to do is look at the chart, see if you like the trade. If you like the trade, take the trade. If you don't like the trade, don't take the trade. This one I took because I really do like the look of it, where WEBL had been kind of consolidating here pretty nicely for a long period of time. After, kind of just ignore this, this was the post-IPO craziness, came back down, had been consolidating very nicely in this range, had a nice momentum surge, a nice momentum break, and then gapped down today. So I actually just watched it for just a couple seconds there, right off the open, and it just kind of bled right through off the open. And then when it didn't do anything for a little bit, that's where I purchased. So the beauty of watching these things, as they trigger, is because if you notice here, the trigger price was actually $12.79, which was up here. However, we gapped down today, so we actually gapped down through that price. So when we were trading, in the 1230s, right, 1225, 1230 area, that's where I ended up getting involved. So when I go and I run the back test is going to say, hey, you were filled at whatever the opening price was right here, because that's how the back test has to work, because it doesn't know that I'm going to wait for the stock to calm down. So it's going to probably show this 1265 entry. I know that me personally, with my own money, I've gotten in a little bit lower here, but we're just consolidating nicely here. So the exit rules for this are pretty simple. We're looking to get out next week. So on Monday, that's when the official exit is. Again, for me, this is another area where I'll layer in a little bit of discretion to it. I do no discretion for what I'm going to buy, and I do no discretion for things like stop losses, or, I don't buy early before a trigger or anything like that. But when the trigger comes, I use a little bit of discretion of when to get in. And then when we see an exit, if, for example, we had a ripper week on WEBL and it just skyrocketed, I might sell a chunk, keep a chunk, do things like that. But generally, 1 week, that's what we're looking for the exit. I like the look of this one because of a lot of what Hood did. And this is kind of like a Robin Hood competitor, where it's a, more youth-friendly, I guess we could say, broker. You can trade crypto and all kinds of things on it. I haven't used, but I hear their platform's pretty nice. But it's the same kind of Robin Hood-esque brokerage, looking for more of the young crowd and then growing from there, as opposed to something like a Schwab or an IB, which is kind of looking for the more established side of things. And you can just see what this is Robinhood. You can see what this has done recently. So if we get any kind of move like that on WEBL, I'll be a happy camper. But as always, I'll stick with the system, which has me in here around 1225 and a stop down here under these lows right here, and then holding for a week and seeing what happens then.